Garnishment. Garnishment is a legal process for collecting a monetary judgment on behalf of plaintiff from a defendant. Garnishment allows the plaintiff or the garnisher to take the money or property of the debtor from the person or institution that holds that property or the garnishee. A similar legal mechanism called execution allows the seizure of money or property held directly by the debtor. Some jurisdictions may allow for garnishment by a tax agency without the need to first obtain a judgment or other court order. Wage garnishment, the most common type of garnishment, is the process of deducting money from an employee's monetary compensation or excluding salary. Usually, as a result or a court order, wage garnishment may continue until the entire debt is paid or arrangement are made to pay off the debts. Garnishment can be taken for any type of debt. What common examples of debt that result in garnishment include child support, default student loans, taxes, unpaid courteous, court order judgment. When served on an employer, garnishment are taken as part of the payroll process. When processing payroll, sometimes there is not enough money in the employee's net pay to satisfy all of the garnishment. For example, in a case with federal tax, local tax, and credit card garnishment, the first garnishment taken would be the federal tax garnishment, the local tax garnishment, and finally garnishment for the credit card. Employer receive a notice telling them to withhold a certain amount of their employee wages for payment and cannot refuse to garnish wages. Employers must correctly calculate the amount to withhold and must make the deduction until the garnishment expires. Wage garnishment can negatively affect credit, reputation, and the ability to receive a loan or open a bank account. At present for U.S. states Pennsylvania, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Texas do not allow wage garnishment at all except for tax-related debts, child support, federally guaranteed student loans, and court order fines or restitution. The federal garnishment limit, or with some exceptions like child support and student loans on a weekly basis, in the lower of a 25% of one's disposable earning or what left after mandatory tax deduction. Or B. The total amount by which one's weekly wage exceeds 30 times the federal hourly minimum wage. Several other states observe maximum thresholds that are lower than the maximum profit by federal law. States may also prohibit garnishment altogether in certain circumstances. For example, in Florida, the wage of a person who profits more than half the support for a child or other dependent are exempt from garnishment altogether or to be subject to welfare. Loans and negotiation with creditor can also help debtor to avoid wage garnishment. In Minnesota, there are 5 limits on wage garnishment. Creditor cannot garnish wage for Social Security benefit, retirement benefits, welfare payment, workers' compensation benefit, or income associated with disability or unemployment insurance. In many states, when the person is an employee or appointee of a governmental unit, the rate is called a rate of sequestration. These are processed by the judge in the same manner as garnishment and are subject to the same wage employment. In the United States, firing an employee to avoid handling a levy might be a criminal offense.